Hello, I am MJ James. I am a non-binary autistic author of science fiction and fantasy, and today I am going to be talking to you about non-binary November, specifically my TBR for non-binary November. Now, my TBR does not have all of the prompts included in it. I did limit it down to 5 books, and really the goal of non-binary November is just to read non-binary authors and to read non-binary stories. And so even if that means you only read one book, and even if that book doesn't meet any of the prompts that was created on the bingo book, you are still successful, because non-binary authors and non-binary individuals really need your support right now. And so, just reading our voices in November is really important. Now, if I do finish these 5 books, I do plan on picking up additional books, but I'm not sure what they are yet. So these are the 5 books that I am going to focus on in non-binary November. And just for your information, here is the bingo card that was made with all the various prompts. And again, you do not have to read all of the prompts, and you can read, like, one book can count for multiple prompts. So the first book I'm going to read is Glowroot, and this is an indie published book that is an Alice in Wonderland retelling with a non-binary main character. And I'm picking this up because, honestly, because the author posted it on my Threads account and I thought it looked fantastic. I'm very excited to read it. Glowroot is going to count for my indie author prompt. It is also could count for horror, but I have multiple books that will count for horror, which is ironic since I don't read a lot of horror. And I think that's it. The next book I will be reading is Godly Heathens. This is one I've wanted to pick up for a while, and it's just been sitting on my shelf for absolutely no good reason. Godly Heathens is by H.E. Hedman, who is a non-binary author. It does have a non-binary main character, and I have read their duology as well, but this is a start of a new series that I think is a duology also, and I'm really excited to pick this up. And this is going to be for the prompts for a YA book, as well as read a book by an Indigenous author. The next book I'm going to pick up is Melodia. This is also indie published or self-published. It is a poetry book by a non-binary author, and I don't read a lot of poetry, but this person is amazing. They're very supportive with authors in general, and I want to be supportive back, but also I'm really just excited to pick up their book. And I'm going to be, technically this qualifies for an indie book, but I already have that covered. So I am going to be picking this up for a book that is the colors of the non-binary flag. Now for this prompt, they can just be any colors. They don't have to be all of the colors, but this cover covers it very well, in my opinion. I also will be picking this one up for horror, but again, the other book counts for that as well. And I'm picking this up for a genre that I do not normally read. I'm not a big poetry reader, but I'm really excited to read this one. And my next book is In Their Shoes. This one's kind of up in the air because I have it on hold at the library and I need to make sure to get it before the end of non-binary November. So if I don't end up reading this, that is why. Not because I don't want to read this book. I'm very excited for it. It is a non-fiction book. I am reading it for non-fiction / poetry, and I'm also reading it for non-binary joy because it was pitched as non-binary joy. And I think we all need some non-binary joy in our lives at the moment, so I'm really excited to pick this one up. And then the last book that is on my TBR officially is The Lighthouse at the Edge of the World. This is by a non-binary author that uses she/they pronouns. I don't think the character in the book is non-binary, but it's one I have on my shelves and I've really, really wanted to pick up. I'm using this for the prompt of your favorite genre. It is science fiction. I'm also using it for a prompt for the book released in 2025. It is a new one. It was released in July. I just got it from Tor, so thank you, Tor. And I'm really excited to finally read it. So here is my non-binary November TBR. I have a couple other books that if I get to it that didn't meet any of the prompts that I will want to read, or pick up some other ones that I see along the month. We'll see how much I can end up reading in November, but I'm very excited to focus on non-binary authors, and I hope you are as well. As always, keep reading, keep writing, and keep dreaming. Until next time.